Sales is a game of number, and until you understand how to structure your sales message, it will be very difficult for you to make your next sale or keep making sales. All right, I discovered that so many salespersons do this major mistake. They add up what is not necessary to their sales copy. Do you get it? And until you understand how to structure your sales message very well and avoid what I'm about to tell you in this very video, you will make your next sale quickly. Do you understand? There are some things you are saying in your sales message that are not necessary, and you don't necessarily need to lie because you want to make your next sale. If you keep lying because you want to make your next sale or you want to sell your product, for how long will you keep lying, or how many persons will you end up lying to? In this case, if you continue this way, you might end up damaging or ending the reputation of your brand. Do you understand? Because you've been building a brand for a long time now. So if you keep doing this, you position yourself in a way to your potential clients, and it will end up damaging your reputation, okay, and also damaging your brand. So do well to follow me in this very video as I show you quickly what you should avoid or mistakes you should avoid in your copy or your sales message if you really want to keep making sales in your business. Stay tuned. Yes, without wasting much time, let's get into what we have in this very video. Okay, now what you should really avoid if you want to make your next sale is not having good listening skills. Do you get that? This is one of the sales mistake so many salespersons are making. They don't have good listening skills. All you just do, or all they're just doing, is talking and talking and talking. And if you keep doing this, there is no way you will know the pain or the problem of your potential clients. Do you understand? Using this practical example, if you are sick and you go to the hospital, you will see the doctor telling you that what is the problem, what is wrong with you, and you will end up explaining to the doctor what is really wrong with you. And it's after you're done explaining what is wrong with you that the doctor will be able to prescribe a drug or a medicine for you. You will not go to the hospital and you see a doctor talking and talking. You see that it is a doctor that is listening to you because you are the one that is coming to the doctor with a problem. Do you get that? So as a salesperson, you don't need to be the one talking and talking. You need to have what? Good listening skills. You need to have a good listening skill. So you listen so that you'll be able to know the problem of your prospect. Do you get that? The problem of your prospect. So now let me read what I got here. When it comes to sales, it is largely seen that people have a good habit of talking too much about their product or service. When you talk too much during the sales process, you will not have time to know the problem of your prospect. Focus on asking intelligent questions, then let your prospect do the talking. So when you are involved in too much talking, there is no way you will know the problem of your prospect. So what you want to do right now, whenever you are trying to pitch your product or sell your product to your potential client, is having a listening or a good listening skill. What you don't understand is that you are desperate to make that sale, and your potential clients are not willing to bring out their money easily. Do you understand? But if you can hit the problem of your prospect, all they want is to take away that problem. All they want is to bring in pleasure and take away pain. So if you can hit the problem, there is no way they will not bring out their money. You understand? No prospect want to be sold. No prospect want to bring out their money to obtain that your product, except you really hit their pain point or their problem. Okay, let's quickly move to the next slide. Giving away too much information. There are so many persons that are into selling of products either for a company or for themselves. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the real truth. These persons can end up damaging the reputation of the company because they go a long way, they go an extra mile just to make sure they sell a product. Go a long way giving too much information, either concerning the product or concerning the company, and these informations are not necessary. Do you understand? Let me read what I got here. When you talk too much, you tend to give extra information which is totally uncalled for, and it actually might go against you. It should be in limit. The prospects should do the hard work of getting the information and advice from you. That happens by them taking interest in your product or service. It is useless to provide too much access to information without getting anything in return. So stay focused and reveal what is required and what moves the prospect towards a sale. So your interest is to make the prospect end up buying your product. So the prospect needs to end up buying your product. So you don't need to give too much information just because you want to make a sale. You really need to avoid the sale mistake. You need to avoid the sale mistake, because if you keep giving too much information, I now wonder how many information or how many important information you give out before you sell all your products. It means that every secret concerning your brand, or probably if you are affiliating for a company or another brand, I wonder how many secrets you might have exposed before you sell all your products. So you don't need to keep giving too much information because you want to sell your product. You understand? You need to avoid this sale mistake. You need to avoid it. All right, let's move to the next slide. Not focusing on solution. Until your product is solution based, it will never convert into sale. Do you understand? Because your potential clients are coming with a problem. All they want is for your product to be a solution to their problem. Let me quickly read what I got here. It's good that you talk about the amazing features that your product has, but do you actually think the prospect is interested in them? Do you think they are interested in your features of your product? I will talk about this most times. They are not interested in the features of your product. I bet you they are not interested. Most of the customers do research before talking to a salesman. At least they are aware of the features that your product entails. Okay, so before pitching anything, do recall all the sales skills and focus on solving the problem of your audience, and pitch your product as a solution. Pitch your product as a solution. In case you don't know, your potential clients might have done a lot of research, because you see, anything that has become a burden to your potential clients, they want to do everything that they need to do to make sure that that problem is being eliminated or is being elevated from their life. So what they want to do is to do research to see the possible solution and how they can get it. So before they come to you, they might have done a lot of research. So telling them about the features of a product is not necessary. Let your product be a solution-based kind of product and then sell the solution to them. Do you understand? Let's move to the next slide quickly. Okay, talking more on price than value. Now, you don't need to start talking about the price more. You understand? Because it's after value that price follows. And what your potential clients are concerned about is the value of your product and not even the price. If it's more valuable, they will end up paying anything for it. So one of the sales mistake salespersons are making too is talking more on price. They talk more on the price than the value. If you are so centered and concerned more on the price, you might end up not making that sale. All right. If your customer sees the value in your product, price generally takes back seat. If you think that price controls the sales narrative, then you are mistaken. Price is not controlling the narrative of your brand or your business. Okay, I was talking about this in one of my videos, and I was saying how some persons are fixing their price, a fixed price, because they want their potential clients to obtain their product, so they fix it very low, and that is not a good way or a good strategy in fixing price. Let the price of your product be in alignment to the value. Okay, you need to align with the value of your product so that you will not end up giving a low price or fixing the price of your product very low and the value is high. Do you understand? So first, providing too much discounts on your product or giving it away at low prices is only good for a short period of time. You see that? So second, if your product has no value, then no one will take it, even if it's given for free. Do you hear that? So if your product is not valuable, it's not having any value, even though you set it for free, people will not still come. So it is the level of the value of your product that determines whether your potential clients will obtain it or not. It's not the price. But if it has value to offer, then people will buy it even at high prices. You see that? You need to drive the value proposition at a given price, not the price proposition for the given value. You get that? So let's move to the next slide quickly. And this is the last slide for this very video. This is also one of the major sales mistake many salesperson or even you is making or have been making hollow promises. So many persons are so good in making promises. It's better for you not to make promises than for you to make promises and you're not meeting to those promises you made. Okay, you don't need to exaggerate because you want to make a sale. You don't need to lie to potential clients because you want to make a sale. Do you get that? So let me quickly read what I got here. If your goal is only to sell without thinking about the customer, you will end up with over promises. So if you're concerned just all about just making the sale, just having the money, you will end up just making a lot of promises. And after the sale is made, you will not fulfill those promises and it will just seem as if you've been lying all the way. Okay? But what happens when you are not able to deliver on the promises you have made, what finally happens? What do you think the potential client will see you as? Even though you never plan to do all that or all those, they'll see you as a liar, and the trust they have for you will not be there anymore, and you're actually demanding for this. You need to make your potential client trust you and like you. If not, they will not even patronize you. Okay, so you don't want that trust to go. You must not exaggerate or hide any kind of information about your product. You must not exaggerate. It is not by the level of exaggeration or how you exaggerate that makes you sell the product or makes you close the sale. You're just hitting the pain point and that very problem of a potential client. So instead of making large unrealistic promises, you should under promise and over deliver. That is how it ought to work. It's better for you to under promise than over deliver. This will make you keep a potential client, and this will make you finally make them tell other people on what they've enjoyed or what they enjoyed from you. It means when you provide them with more than what they have asked for, it will surely boost your reputation as well as the revenue. Beating expectation positively is what generates word of mouth marketing. Okay, so this is how it works. There are so many other sales mistake you need to avoid, or most salespersons are making, but with these few ones, I'm very sure if you can apply these tips and avoid this sales mistake, it will go a long way in making you to make your next sale. Yeah, so do well to subscribe to my channel if you are coming in for the first time, and make sure your notification bell is on so that when next my video will be coming, you'll be aware. Do well to share this video too, okay, if you really got value. Cheers.